Majority of losses, excluding natural disasters, timely deaths, etc., have a very common root. Someone failed to love, value, and honor God, another person, or their self, or they failed to honor and value their life purpose, their character, or time. God instructs us many times in His Word to treat Him, our families, and others with great value. We are told to love extravagantly, to treat others how we want to be treated, and to be peacemakers. Think how much better off life, and the world, would be if everyone followed the two greatest commandments God gave us. Love God and love others. It's difficult to love, value, and honor others when they mistreat us, especially those closest to us such as a spouse, family member, close friend, boss/co-worker, or fellow Christian. We can't control how others act, but we can certainly choose to honor these two commands to the best of our ability starting today. Ask God to help you to live a life of love, value, and honor for Him and others right now. Ask Him to help you to greatly value character and time. We always think we have so much more time than what we truly have, or we think we have time to make things right, but the truth is, we may not. How do we even begin to love, value, and honor God, others, our time, character, or ourselves? Apart from God, we cannot be successful. As we draw close to Him, He fills us with the ability to do all things. It's a good idea to ask God to bless us with His character and the fruits of His Spirit. As we learn and apply the fruits of the Spirit in our relationships, we are empowered to obey God's greatest commands of loving Him and loving others. It can be difficult, but as we choose to take on the character qualities of Christ, it becomes much easier as time goes by. Love, character, and the fruits of the Spirit all need to be strengthened every day so it will be strong. Ask God to reveal to your heart effective ways to show love, honor, and value to those He has placed in your life. Ask Him for an extra measure of His grace to be loving and honorable in all you do. On days where it seems impossible, remind yourself of this truth. By loving, honoring, and valuing others, time, and ourselves, we ultimately are loving and bringing great honor to God.
Speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love. I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor, and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me you can do nothing. If you do not, I can do all this through him who gives me strength. Yet it was. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Offer Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil, cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Never be lacking. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. This is how God showed his love among us. He sent his one and only Son into the world that we might live through him. This is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever followed God's example, therefore, as dearly loved children, and walk in the way of love, just as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us as a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. But among